Yum. Hi, I'm Sarah Winters, author of The Strongest Fire. Almost started right in with that one. Um, so with Pottermore and Harry Potter and everything right now, one of the ladies that I'm friends with on Facebook made some butterbeer. Oh, scrumptious. And she gave the recipe, and it was really, it was good. And then I found a recipe site online also, had like the top 5 butterbeer ones. And so I turn around, and this one's of course going to be edited because I made butterbeer and I videotaped it. There are recipes with butter. There are recipes that are much more detailed. There's one that's supposed to be very close to the one in Florida. The recipe in Florida. It's supposed to taste very, very close to it. So enjoy. I'll say something at the end of this too. Okay, you're gonna hear baby toys in the background. I'm sorry. This is about how full. There's this. Oh, I use lactose free. That's about how full one person is. I know it looks like a lot, and I'm sure that's like a monster load of calories. And then this huge. I mean, here it is next to a 2-liter for size comparison. That is how much, but it's not melted enough. So I'm going to actually have to use the nuker, which is I hate using the microwave. I really do. So that's about for one person, and that's 3 or 4. Truthfully, 3, and they're not going to be as big as you think. That one might be a little bit bigger. I don't know yet, because that's kind of deep. Okay. This is after it's been melted for about 45 seconds in the microwave. So, you know, leave it out. I've already left a container this large out. It was full, completely full, for over 30 minutes. I mean, our refrigerator does make it a little bit harder. Truthfully, if it's full and it's about this size, you might want to leave it out for like 40, depending on how warm it is in your house. You know, if it's pretty warm, hey. But I don't have to melt this one because it will melt on its own. For some reason, the lactose-free stuff melts really quick. So by the time I'm done making this and I go to this, it'll be melted enough. Okay, now for the next ingredients. All right, for this one right here, you take one of these and you add half, because this one's been in the fridge. It's going to be a little bit slower, but you add approximately half. And it's quite a bit. And then with this one, just to show you, you basically pour about this much until most of it doesn't come out anymore. And it too will take a little while because it's been in the fridge. I'm sorry about that. It's going slow. And you hear my kids in the background. Normally I let it go a little bit longer, but because I'm videotaping this and you guys don't want to wait forever, that's good enough. And we take this stuff and you don't add that much of this. Approximately a cup worth for this and about 1/3 of a cup for that. And then you mix them up and I'll show you what they look like when they're served. These 3 are from the really large bowl. There should actually be one also that size with these 3, but we had a guest and she had to take it home. And then these 2 are from the one that I was trying to only make one with, and as you can see, I made just a little bit too much. But, I mean, just a little bit. Not a whole heck of a lot. But these are the size it makes, and it looks like it's a whole lot more. I'm sure there's a ton of calories in there, but there you go. That's how you make butterbeer. And crystallized, solidified butter happens if you actually put real melted butter in there. So hope if you make one, you enjoy it. Well, that's how I make butterbeer. Yeah, I accidentally made just a little bit too much. It's really hard because you can't just scoop it into a cup and measure it that way, and it has a little bit of soda, but it doesn't have, or milk, depending on how you want to make it. Um, it doesn't have as much as when you make float, so it's a little bit more complicated, and you really do use a lot of butterscotch. So be prepared if you're planning on making it for a party. Wow, and you need that much for flavor. It's sweet, but you still need that much for flavor. Yeah, at first I made a little bit too weak, and everybody's like, it just tastes like vanilla. So the next time I added a lot more, and everybody's like, "Whoa, this is sweet," but it's definitely, butterscotch. Also, the first time when I used the butter, it solidified and turned into little weird crystals and stuff. You might want to try the one with the butter, so you've got to make sure it's really melted. And yes, you need to melt the ice cream. It needs to sit out for a long time. Um, Vanilla works best. French vanilla is okay too. All right, read your kids. If you make this, enjoy it. I hope you don't give yourself a stomach ache. Um, Enjoy reading and watching the Harry Potter stuff. And I am loving the movies. I haven't seen this next one yet, and I did not watch the first part of Seven because I wanted to see those together, and going to the theater isn't always easy. I do have the baby and stuff. But anyhow, thanks for watching this, and these are really fun to make, and your kids are gonna love them if you make them for your kids, and if you make them just for yourself. I mean, I know I always say at the end of the kids stuff, but if it's just you and you don't have any kids, I mean, you're gonna enjoy it too, especially if you have a sweet tooth. Goodbye.